This is the homework video for 9/10/15 Thursday night. You should have gotten the handout in class today during the very end of math class. And before you listen to the homework video, you should really try answering questions A, B, and C on your own before you actually watch the video. So if you haven't done that, you need to pause the video now and try to do A, B, and C on your own first. If you just copy, you won't learn anything, and the goal is to learn. So give it a try. Okay, question A says, which bakery offers the better deal? You have two bakeries. You have the Sweet Chicks Bakery, and the equation for their cost to purchase cupcakes is y equals 3.25x. And then you have the Buttercream Fairy Bakery. They don't give us an equation for that, but they show us this graph. So we have to find out what steady rate this line is going up by, so that we can compare it by the steady rate of 3.25, which is for the Sweet Chicks Bakery, to see which one's going to be the better deal. So I blew up the graph here, and what I did is I took some points from the graph and I put them in a table so it would be easy for you to see. This is one way to do it. So I can see 0, 0 here. That means this is definitely proportional because it's a line and it's going through 0, 0. And then if I go over 1, that means 1 cupcake. If I go over 1 and up 4, and the 4 is dollars, that's another point. So I wrote 1, 4. And then I can also see if I go over 2 and up 8, that's another point. So we have 2, 8. So what I notice is that this is increasing every time by 4. And that means that if I had to compare this line's steady rate of change to the one for the line y equals 3.25x, I know that this one is going up at a bigger steady rate. In other words, each of these cupcakes is $4. So if you buy none, you pay none. If you buy one, you pay $4. If you bought 10, well, we won't do 10. If you bought 5 cupcakes, if you had 5 times 4 is 20, so you'd have to pay 20. Each cupcake is going to cost you $4. So the answer to question A, the one that offers you a better deal, is actually the Sweet Chicks Bakery. Okay, so you should have on your paper the Sweet Chicks Bakery, and you should be able to tell me in class that it's because they only charge $3.25 per cupcake, while the other one charges $4 per cupcake. Okay. Question B said, use the information given above to determine how much it will cost to buy 10 cupcakes at the bakery with a better deal. Well, we already know that the bakery with a better deal is the Sweet Chicks Bakery. And so we know that 1 cupcake is $3.25, so if we bought 2, we'd pay $6.50, and we'd keep adding $3.25 for each cupcake. An easier way to do that, because who wants to add 10 times $3.25, would be to do $3.25 times 10, and that's going to give us $32.50. If you bought 10 cupcakes, it costs you $32.50 at the Sweet Chicks Bakery. Okay, I think this should have said, this should say Chicks, Sweet Chicks. Okay, question C said, and it's not on here, but it's on your paper, what is the equation that represents the total cost at Buttercream Bakery. Well, so I have to look back here at my table, and I put it back here again for you. There's two ways to figure that out, and we haven't talked about the graph way in class, so it's really important that you watch this so you know how to do it from a table or a graph. So from the table, to find the equation, I need to find what the change is in y and what the change is in x, and then divide. 4 divided by 1 is 4, so the equation is y equals 4x. If you did it from the table, and if you didn't even have a table here, if you did it from the graph, you'd find a spot like 1, 4 that's right on the line, and another spot like 2, 8 that's right on the line, and you draw a slope triangle. So here's the run of my slope triangle, and here's the rise of the slope triangle. If you count from 4 to 8, the rise is 4. If you count from 1, see this is 1, to 2, from 1 to 2, that's 1. And so it comes out to be the same thing as the table. The change in y, the rise, divided by the run, the change in x, 1, is equal to 4. So my equation is y equals 4x. And tomorrow I'm going to expect you to be able to take a graph, put a slope triangle on it, and show me how to find an equation of a proportional graph using just the graph, no table. So review this if you need to. Okay, make sure that you have things written down. You know, you shouldn't just have a blank paper. If I wrote it, you should write it. Make sure you understand. So if there's anything you need to go back and review, that's the nice thing about a video. So you're coming in with your homework done and corrected so that you understand, and you can ask me questions tomorrow if you need to in class. Have a great night, guys.